Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa V3, where we've just had our second murder of the chapter.
Right in front of the detective's nose.
That's how... Oh, maybe it's the detective. If we're the murderer again, I'm out.
I'll take Maki then, if we're gonna replace Suichi.
It's true. It's oh my god, it's Kokichi. That's why everyone loves him.
Suichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening? Yeah, we need to take a look at the book. Oh. Alright then.
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now you should maybe start an investigation right away.
Say.
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes?
Huh?
Huh?
Whoa.
If so...
What happens in the event that there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? Well, we need to find them both at the class trial.
That's right.
Now that you mention it, there's a good point. That's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? Huh? Well, what would happen? Manadam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that! Why do you look lost too, Manadam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy!
I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do, really. I don't. Aw, man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way! Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us!
His spirit's here. There he is.
Da, da, da.
Oh, it's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that!
Yeah, it's all your fault. It's all your fault, Monophony?
Daddy! Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own!
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right! That's not true! Anything is possible with the power of love!
You don't understand that because you've never been in love before, Manadam.
Daddy! Daddy! I love you, so please go back to normal!
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Aw, you're making me blush.
Here I am!
I'm back. Were you good while I was away?
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cub!
Wait.
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation! Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing! This better not awaken anything in me.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to
To
relax.
tell you the truth,
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave, whether you get permission or not. Wait. Huh? Wait, so then... Who's this Baldy then?
yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Huh, I thought you were supposed to be relaxed.
Now that nuisance is out of the way. What were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Oh, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates?
I'll answer that.
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served. First come, first served? I think this is the first time that's come up.
Whoa.
Hey,
The blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
in other words...
In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
Now then,
Oh, I'll add this to school regulations so you can review it later.
go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder, too. That's weird.
That is weird. So the other person gets off scot-free. Do we still figure out who it is? And then that way we know who it is that did it?
Father!
Maybe. That's weird. That's not how I expected that to go.
I didn't either.
I thought maybe we'd have to do two class trials or something. Interesting. Boy, everything's going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leader's got to be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst.
Daddy, you're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp.
There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice. That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy.
So long. Farewell.
I think Monodom's broke.
So to make sense of all that.
Listen closely.
If both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in
How
case.
exciting!
Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit.
God, you're a fucking psycho.
Shuichi!
Suichi, this is bad. Huh? This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
No.
So, this is where you need to step up.
Listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not that I think this is the case, but if Tenko was the killer of Angie and then Tenko got killed, then wouldn't they only try the killer of...
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to be the angle.
I wonder, you know what though? I bet in that case, we still have to vote for, Tenko.
All right.
You think so?
Oh, that's interesting. All right, then let's check the Monokuma file first. Wait, I thought Maki was helping us.
Yeah.
The victim is Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found.
Neo Aikido master.
Yeah. The body was found in the middle of empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck.
Ooh, that's not what I thought it was going to be. So it was from above. It wasn't below where I thought it was going to be. Because remember, she was bent over.
Yeah.
So someone had to come out through there and hit her from the back. I thought it was going to be a stab wound through the neck, through the floor.
Yeah. Or is it someone in the room that grabbed, like that, the loose floorboard, stabbed her through the cage and then went back to their spot? A stab wound on her neck, the same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse!
Oh, God. God, not again.
Maki, we miss you. Come back. Curse!
Oh, God.
Hey.
What? Curse?
Kaito, calm down.
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Did she smack him?
A dull sound reverberated through the room.
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay?
Bad.
My bad, Suichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll.
Good job. Get out of here. Thanks. You're crazy.
Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
Correct.
True, we haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And I think earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Oh, poor Himiko. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder because I'm a detective.
Well,
Too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
No, that won't be necessary.
Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
Oh, why?
listen up.
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power.
New power.
His eyes lit up. I, Mew Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
He's nuts.
Just a little.
Oh, man.
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Kibo's
Kibo's
flashlight function?
Interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
How is that a what? What? How is that a truth bullet?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
It's a wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it.
Wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly.
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What do you know about girls? Have you ever touched a woman besides your mother?
What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
Is this...
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you. It didn't. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Okay.
Lights, too. Just FYI.
Candles hung on the wall. They're the only source of light in the room. There are no windows in this room, so without candles, it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness?
Okay.
It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it. It was also the one who put it there.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque and on the back. Looks like there's a blood stain on it right around the middle of the sheet.
But
But no hole in the fabric. Okay, so she wasn't stabbed through the fabric. Oh, yeah, there you go. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth.
All right.
Looks like the floor is something.
Hole in the corner. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but
is
still.
this-
Oh, looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there.
What? Something dropped
Got a
down
minute?
there.
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
okay.
All right, let's do it. That's gonna be important. Ruined magic circle. It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was. It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I've performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my butt.
right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions.
Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing,
Right.
actually. In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? ...
He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Magic circle Kyo drew has been added to truth bullets. Alright, Tenko's body. Oh, okay. We got a little bit more to work with. We've got the cage.
There's blood on top of that.
This is the cage used in the seance.
this...
Looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first. Okay.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
Is this...
A bloodstain on the bottom of the cage, probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yeah, I imagine so. The splatter must have been made when she was
What
killed.
do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. I mean, she was talking to us. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then...
She was stabbed right when the cage was lifted. That would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a
No.
possibility. No, because there was already blood. Oh, this floorboard is loose. It's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the
Why?
seance.
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Yep.
Rock.
There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Okay, yep. Saw that. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death, but I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Oh, wait. There's the thunk. Oh, wait. Oh, she said she wouldn't say a word. Did she actually not scream because of that? Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die.
You're speaking from experience.
That's obvious.
Of course, quick deaths are my specialty.
Well then, that makes
By the
sense.
way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around.
You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Tenko's last moments have been added. Okay. Then Tenko's body itself. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this.
You've already.
Oh wait, did we?
Yeah.
I thought.
You did the body.
What did I miss? We did the rock, right?
Yep. You're on the floorboard.
What did I think we did?
Okay. What about Kibo in the back? He seems to be glittering.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Okay, whatever. Can we check out the floorboard again in the corner? The hole?
We need to. No, we need to go downstairs to do something with that.
Oh. Talk to everybody then, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. All right.
The Investibaton is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now then, Kung Fu's killer is obviously one of you stupid assholes who signed up to this bullshit seance in the first place.
No.
No, not necessarily.
Huh? Seriously? The seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in this room kill her?
Could it be?
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the
fucking
seance?
moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that?
It's true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. Okay. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be important point of this case.
That cannot be.
Why? Why did
I
this?
knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty
But
shocking.
Of course.
Of course I'm shocked about that as well, but why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time.
Stupid.
cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Suichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the
I
seance?
see, yes.
True. It may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
That's so.
Whatever, just hurry up.
At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Suichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. After that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Suichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the cage child song. The seance should have been complete, but... now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. At that point, when that happened, I thought the statue,
It had
collapsed.
in on it. I did too.
It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows
What
something.
do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Suichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it...
It sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But it would be But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes?
Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a
I
problem.
see, yes.
There is another problem. And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
She was dead.
Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in
What's
here?
the point?
Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham.
Maki never was one to pull her punches. Sound during the seance, yeah.
Hey!
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the
By
floor.
the way,
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
Now go get a candle and remove the floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, got it. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
well,
I'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
is this?
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did.
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without using any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6
that's
inches.
right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but...
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gap in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible.
Then her posture isn't
Hey.
the question.
Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
That's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible.
Blood.
Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's.
Okay, what about the other one?
Ooh, dried blood. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. That's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey, look, the back of the floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah!
You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this
What do you
floorboard.
mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Oh. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
This is the wall to the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away.
Looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally, but I can get into the next room through here.
That's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit must have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult to move around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in there.
Then they could have used a light like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They used the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Oh, that's just arcane. That's
Why don't you try the
arcane.
investigate thing?
Cut cross piece. All right.
That's the last thing.
Yeah. Oh, look. Part of the cross piece that supports the floorboard is cut
That's
off.
true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width too.
And from what I can see of
that's
it,
true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why?
Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion was missing.
Then,
So what purpose did this serve?
The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the cross piece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? I think we finished investigating here.
Is that all right?
Maki, you want to head back up?
Glad you asked. I'm starting to get fed up with all this dust.
After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to investigation.
by the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, and the Blacken we need to vote for
You're
is...
right.
The culprit for the first murder, the culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Yes, of course.
But
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of those two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths.
Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Oh, we have to go back to the Angie one.
When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. We'll just have to find out what that is in the next episode.
No more dead bodies.
No more dead bodies. I think, isn't it the rule that there can only be 2 murders? No, one person can only kill 2 people.
That's right. So it could be 3 different people killing 3 different people.
Oh God. Please no.
Everybody's guilty.
Everybody's-
Everyone that's left alive is guilty.
Everyone's dead. We're gonna have like 3 characters after this chapter.
I'm okay with that as long as it's Maki, Suichi, and question mark.
Himiko?
I'd take Himiko.
Yeah.
Kokichi's not bad when he's not lying.
Yeah. All right. So we'll just have to see what's going on next time. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.